Where am I? Just kidding. Welcome back to my channel. How are you doing today? Today is a special edition for the October Fridays. I'll be doing Freaky Friday. Today we're starting out with Harley Quinn. This is one of my favorite characters to do. I have played her with my husband for probably, this will be the 5th October that we have done Harley Quinn and Joker. It's just a lot of fun. It's a fun character to dress up like and all of that stuff. And yeah, this is my version. I don't do the blonde wig because I'm a terrible blonde. I look really bad. But usually I'll color the ends of my hair the right colors. And this is the ode to the like Suicide Squad type Harley. There are multiple different Harleys out there. There is Asylum Harley, Cartoon Harley, Suicide Squad Harley, the Suicide Squad Harley. I mean, there is just so many different ones. This is just my fun interpretation of her. And yeah, if you like what you see, or if you want to find out how I made this look, go ahead and keep on watching. I will be completely barefaced and out of Harley Quinn look in 3, 2, 1. As you saw in the opening credits, today we're going to tackle Harley, and welcome to Freaky Friday. We are going to go ahead and just embrace that it's October and have some fun with it on Fridays. Now I will return to doing my Flashback Fridays in probably November, but as for right now, let's enjoy October. With doing any light-based type of foundation or anything like that when it comes to a character that has basically no pigment in her skin tone whatsoever. For me, I have red in my skin tone, so I'm going to go ahead and grab my Smashbox Photo Finish Reduced Red Primer. This is what it looks like. It's in a little squeezy tube. So I'm going to go ahead and just put this on my fingers. It is green toned. And I'm going to go ahead and just work this into my skin. It's not going to completely null and void all of my redness, but it will take it down enough. And I'm only going to bring my concealer, or not my concealer, but my foundation, probably about right there today. I'm priming my under eyes and all over my face like that. And across my lids. I'm double teaming this today. With Harley, she has excessively pale skin. You guys know that. Even if you have never seen any of the movies or looked at any of the comics, she's always got excessively pale skin, just like the Joker. It goes along with the same kind of theme that they kind of both basically melted their pigment off. So I'm going to take a color that is similar to skin tone, but lighter than my skin tone. You can also just do plain white and powder it up. And that's pretty much what she is. She's really, really super pale to the point of white. Now, in pictures, she's more white than like just stark powdery white looking. Even her hair at times can look really like chalky, the person who plays her. But that being said, in the movies, she's not as stark contrast. So it depends if you want to go by the comic or the movie or the pictures. It's really open for your interpretation. You're not actually going to go on scene and play her. This is just simply for fun. So I'm going to go ahead and just take out my Wet n Wild. This is in the shade, what is this? This is like Rose Ivory. I'm taking my ginormous blender, body and face blender that is by Real Techniques. And I'm going ahead and dipping it in here. And I'm going to start pouncing this all over my face. And I'm not stopping anywhere. I'm going to go over my brows because she is completely like pale throughout. After I have finished up doing the foundation, I have brought it down to here. I'm going to adjust my lights a little bit. They're not picking up the shade. It is actually really pale for me. I'm going to go ahead and dip into the shade Swan, Born This Way, Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer by Too Faced. My jam to put on this much, but boy is this a look, huh? It's gorgeous, right? After you get all of that down, you're going to definitely want to set this down because you're not really going to be going back and correcting anything. Remember, she has kind of a grungy look. She always kind of looks like she's been through it. Okay, so you're not going to have to go back and do a lot of touch-ups. I'm using my Real Techniques number 400 brush. It's a smaller powder brush. And I'm using my Becca Under Eye Brightener for actually my entire face, okay? Because it is lighter, and you're just going to powder it up. This is where almost like cake face is okay. You know how we usually try to avoid cake face? Well, this it's kind of okay in this. This is your exception to the rule. For her brows are black, but they're like this soft, muddy, powdery looking type of black. So what you want to do is you want to take that and just kind of run with it. You don't want to over accentuate your brows. You want to, I'm looking for a brush. I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. She is not going to over accentuate her brows. She's not really into that. I'm taking my Wet n Wild Ultimate Brow Kit. I hit pan on this all the time. I mean, I love this stuff so much. I'm going to mix in the two colors. I'm going to dust through my brows. I'm not going to give them too much attention because there's really no reason. She doesn't have, unless you go to the cartoons where eyebrows aren't dusty and she's, you know, they're drawn on more. They're really not precise or anything like that. They're not the star of the show. Like I said, it's her red lips, it's her grungy attire, it's a grungy look. And it just depends on which Harley you're grabbing at. If you're grabbing at the Asylum Harley, or if you're going for the Suicide Squad Harley, or whichever one you're going for. That's what you need to pay attention for the eyebrows. All right, and so normally I would go and dust through it and add all this extra stuff to it, but we're not doing that. I'm also taking the Wet n Wild Color Icon Multi-Stick. This is in the color black. I mean, I really don't know what the exact color is, but it is twistable, which I do actually really like that it's twisted up instead of sharpening it. And I'm just going to go ahead and just go right underneath my lash line, and there is no reason to kind of make this perfect. I'm also going just on the top front of my lash line and kind of connecting them. You can see, yes, that looks like a hot mess. I'm aware of that. It's supposed to. This is not my first time doing this character, trust me. I'm taking a very small brush and just moving this around. And you want it to really be in your lashes because you don't want too much of a gap there. We're not trying to make this perfect. We're literally getting it on. It's almost like how Harley would probably just wipe it on. She would just like probably smudge it all over her eyes. Okay. And this is going to work as a really interesting base for some of our eyeshadow. See how I'm just kind of moving it around? Yeah, messy, right? You're like, oh gosh. No, that's pretty much, if you want a more fancy picture of her or whatnot, then you're going to go for a different style. That's not the style I'm going for. And I always like to pull things down because she, like I said, the girl looks like she's always just been through it. Like Joker and her are just going through it all the time. So I'm going to go ahead and grab the Warriors 3 by Juvia's Place. Beautiful palette. Always has that gorgeous artistry in the front and then translates into the actual palette. As you can see, I'll be working with these two colors today. Most of the time you will see her in these colors or black and red. Even her pigtails. And that's on the cartoon, and it's also in the movies or whatever. However you really want to do this. Tap off the extra. We're going into the blue first. If you really want to get precise with the look, I would suggest have a picture of her in front of you, whether it's the cartoon character or the actual actress dressed as her or whatnot, and then go by that. I'm just taking that blue, and I'm just going to stamp it all over this eyelid where I've put that black. The black is working as a base to kind of help make it look like a grungy type of look. You can see it brings that blue to life as well. We're just bringing it down. Remember, chances are Harley's not going to be a makeup artist. She's not going to be a makeup artist. She's just going to probably throw her makeup on. She's not going to be sitting here taking years to put on her makeup. Okay. Now I'm going to clean off my brush using my little BH Cosmetics cleaner. This is my KBD number 50 brush. I use this a lot. And I'm going to go ahead and dip into that hot pink now. And continue moving forward with this look. Just stamp it on there, okay? This pink is going to look like a hot pink in some places, and some places it's going to look like maybe like a dark pink or a purple. Even though it's super hot pink in the pan, it's because I have the black base on. I love the black base, and I love smearing it around because I feel like it really adds that grunge look. Now that I've completely annihilated any of me looking any type of normalcy, I like the little bit of a wilder, crazier look. I'm going to take my KVD Beauty tattoo liner. I really love this liner. And I'm going to go ahead and put her little heart, her signature little heart that goes underneath her eye. There's that kissy little heart. If you want to write "you're rotten" over here, you can. I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll probably fast forward through it as I'm writing it, so you guys don't have to sit here and watch me write it or take the entire time that it takes me to write it. Doesn't have to be perfect. Remember, if you think about Harley, she's just irrational and unhinged. So, and if you really look at her tattoos, most of them look like they've been drawn by her because they're facing her, like on the ones that are on her leg. In the Suicide Squad movie, they're like actually facing her, like she sat there and doodled and tattooed herself. Okay, so go ahead and put that up. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take my Super Shock Shadow in Blackout, and I'm going to line my waterline, barely touching my lower lash line, or my lower line. Don't worry, you kind of want it to get on your lashes to kind of add to that grungy look. If you're going for the same one I am, this is just my interpretation on how I do the character myself. After you've done that, go ahead and take your eyelash curlers and curl your lashes. Now, I'm not saying she did this, but this is just common practice for me. There are no fake lashes. And now I'm going to go ahead and grab my Princess Lash Curl and Volume Mascara. This is the one with the little corset on the back or the front, whichever way you want to call it. It's by Essence. And we're going to go ahead and just dive into putting on mascara. Now the final step to Harley is her signature red lip. Whether you want to put this on smeared or on just perfect, that's really up to you. Today I will be using the Huda Beauty Liquid Matte Liquid Lipstick in the shade Alluring. It's a very good red for this. After that, you have achieved your Harley look for the makeup. I will be right back with the finished look. And here's my final look with my Harley, and I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, please go ahead and give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe so you can be part of my YouTube family. Right next to subscription is the notification bell. If you want to be notified every time I upload, go ahead and hit that notification bell and make sure all your personalized settings are on it. You'll get like a drop down or a drop up box, and it will be able to tell you how you want to personalize it and see what you want to see. As always, I thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you really enjoyed this Freaky Friday edition. And remember, makeup can do a whole lot for you, but if you're not beautiful on the inside, chances are it's going to show on the outside. Take care of yourselves. Much love. See you next time.